Hi, welcome to the Homebody Witch. Today it is snowing outside my window, so I thought I would do a little bit of decorating on this vintage mantle that we have in our living room slash library room. I like to take my time decorating this space, and it does get moved around a lot during the lead up to that Christmas season. But one thing I really like to do is to have some books on display. I just think it looks really nice. And I recently came across these really sweet, the deer and the little squirrel. They're made of wood and they were at a local garden center where I live, and I thought they looked really great as bookends. And right now they are holding some of the Christmas classics that Penguin Books put out. I don't have all of the books they put out in this collection, but all of them feature a cardinal on the cover. And I just think they're really beautiful, and I like to revisit them, a different one during the year. So the ones that I have are L. Frank Baum's The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, which is a really delightful imaginative tale thinking about Santa Claus's life and how he became Santa Claus. I also have A Merry Christmas and Other Christmas Stories by Louisa May Alcott, who's best known for writing Little Women. This is a really delightful collection of Christmas tales if you really want to find something to get you in that Christmas mood. And the last one I have from their collection is Nicolas Gogol's The Night Before Christmas, which if you've never read it, it's very different from The Night Before Christmas that you may be most aware of, which is the one that starts with "It's the night before Christmas and all through the house." This one is not that. It's very different, and it is also very imaginative, and I'm actually going to be rereading this one this year. I know that Penguin Classics, they also put out the Nutcracker, I think, in these editions, and A Christmas Carol, which I have both of those books but in different cover styles and editions. But I think I would going to keep my eye open because I would like to add to it, because I do think they are beautifully done and make really nice decorations within the house as well. Behind me, I actually have an advent calendar that is so delightful. It's an advent calendar that's all in a bookshop, so I thought it was perfect to have with some books around it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it here in the middle of the mantelpiece or find a better spot for it, but right now I thought I would keep it here, and I'm really looking forward to opening the first door on December 1st. On this side, I have an edition of J.R.R. Tolkien's Letters from Father Christmas, which is just a wonderful holiday read. And I would highly recommend even reading some of the letters out loud. For those who are not aware, the book is a collection of actual letters from Father Christmas that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote for his kids. And the book also features the original illustrations that he did. It's just beyond beautiful, and it's really fun to read the letters out loud. So if you have an evening where you want to really get snug and cozy, or maybe someone in your home's not feeling super well, I definitely recommend picking up that book. And then beside it, I have our little Nutmeg that we also got from a different floral center and decided to name him Nutmeg. And the books there are ones I mentioned in a previous video of the Christmas mystery books, and also one of the books that features some Christmas time ghost stories. Currently, I'm reading another collection of Christmas ghost stories from the British Library, and it's called Haunters at the Hearth. Has a really wonderful cover. And again, it's just a collection of some Christmas ghost stories, or stories that sort of take place around the Christmas season. I've only read 3 so far, but I'm definitely enjoying it. I really like these collections. I mentioned in a previous video that I was reading The Willows at Christmas, and I totally forgot to mention in the last video that I had finished this book, and I very much enjoyed it. It has these moments which really seem to capture what this Christmastide season can feel like, the emotions that are around it. But it also has a really wacky story that involves Mr. Toad that gets quite serious, goes almost medieval. So it was a really fun read, but also one that can really help put you into that Christmastide season spirit. And I just wanted to share one passage that I thought really captured the fact that this season, there is a melancholy that exists also with the joy that happens at the season, and that part of the reason that we do some of the decorating that we do and the way we're trying to embrace and meditate on light is because in the Northern Hemisphere, how dark it can be and how cold, and we can start to feel a little isolated because we may not go out as much. So I just wanted to read this short little part. Till now, the mole had never allowed the black dogs of despair that sometimes barked at his door at Christmastide to enter his home. Instead, he decorated Mole End yet more brightly, lit his candles more plentifully, and made and ate his seasonal savory delicacies and sweetmeats with even more relish. Then, when the darkness of the evening finally fell upon Twelfth Night, he would light a fire that was especially bright. This was the night his father had told him to wassail the orchard of his childhood home. So, again, it was the willows at Christmas. Another part that I've started to decorate is my little Santa Claus corner. Last year I decorated this corner with all my vintage Santa Claus, but I don't have them all out yet. I'm taking everything out really slowly this year to enjoy it. And this year I have a mix of books with my Santa Claus and reindeer, and I just really like putting this little corner together. Again, just like this mantel place, it's probably going to change as the season goes. So that's it for this edition of Homebody Witch. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for spending time with me. Bye!